I'm Jen, and I know what guys like. For my next crazy machine, I kind of ran across it by accident. You see, I was in Mission Beach, riding my bike, when all of a sudden, I saw something that I've never seen before. It was as if I had just crossed paths with a UFO. But in this case, it wasn't flying. So for that reason, I had to get to the bottom of what it was.
This is a YikeBike. It's made by YikeBike out of New Zealand, and what it is, it's an electric folding bicycle. This bike was designed for getting around.
That's Kent, owner of this here YikeBike, and the guy who's gonna break it down for me.
Is it similar to, say, a Segway, or is it a completely new design?
It's similar to a Segway in that it is electric powered. It's everything is contained in this front wheel housing up here. There's a battery and a controller.
And similar to a motorcycle, this thing has headlights and a brake light, and the throttle is on the right, contained within a hand trigger, and the braking is on the left. And unlike most motorcycles, however, this thing is electric.
Plugs it directly into the wall. It takes an hour and a half to charge, and the charge is good for 45 minutes. The battery is typically good for about 1,000 charges, so if you were commuting on a daily basis, it's probably good for about 3 years.
Now, before we can even think about getting to the 3-year mark, I think I'll have to try and learn how to ride this thing first. I hope it's not that complicated, because it kind of looks like the old penny farthings from the late 19th century.
It's actually not complicated at all. A little different than a bicycle. It takes typically about 5 minutes to kind of get used to it, and after 30 minutes, you're an expert.
All right, he said 5 minutes. I have 5 minutes, so let's try the YikeBike out.
And starting out, you may want to put just like 1 foot up and use 1 foot as an outrigger but just relax. I won't overtalk it.
Yikes. Maybe that's why they call it the YikeBike. So what's the top speed this thing can go?
14 miles per hour.
You would think I've never ridden a bike before.
Awesome.
Oh, dear Lord. Awkward.
And before I knew it, I was essentially a YikeBike pro, cruising up and down the boardwalk. Now, as far as the range of these things, it will go for about 8.5 miles straight. Perfect for cruising around town.
The bike is terrific for going places, especially commuters love it because you just throw it into the back of your car. But when you're on the boardwalk or at the museum or in a shopping, outdoor shopping center, people stop you all the time. It's just loads of fun.
And if you're looking to get your hands on this fun-loaded, futuristic-looking bike, well then good news, compared to other toys, this thing is half the cost.
Well, they make 3 different models. This is the carbon fiber model, which has carbon fiber plates up here and a carbon fiber frame. And this bike runs about $4,000.
On that note, I think I'll just have to take this YikeBike home with me. I love my job. YikeBike. I love this thing. In fact, I would say that this is the coolest new way to get across town. If you can, that is, because most likely, everyone will be stopping you to ask what it is. For a total of 12 points out of 15.